way you could try, it won't work in India, you could try, is to have the solution of Pol Pot in Kampuchea. You'll have to kill about a fifth or a quarter of the population in order to force this through. But as I said, only about 12 crore people have wealth in excess of 102 crores each. But almost all of this is invested in their businesses. So you will have to liquidate their businesses in order to take away their wealth. So your local shopkeeper, your local store, your repair shop, all of this will be worth 5 crore, maybe 3 crore maximum, less. All of these people will have to surrender everything they have. Now, the economy will come to a halt. But even if that were not the case, consider the biggest single employer outside agriculture in India is small and medium industry. These people have one big problem in India, which the government is trying to solve, which is they have cash flow problem. They receive their income in the future and to pay their expenses upfront. These people will try to find as much as they can from their cash flow to meet the demands of a inheritance tax, which means they really will not be able to operate at all. But even that will not be enough. My argument is that the total amount of tax you will generate from taking everything away from anybody who has something, which is less than 1.5% of the population, will not make the remaining 98, 99% better off. They will simply suffer within the next 6 months. And bear in mind, you will have to do this survey every year or every 2 years to see what the wealth distribution is. Can you contemplate tax inspectors visiting every single household and every single business, big and small? How can this be done? I can't see any possibility of this happening. And I will repeat, we've had better redistribution in the last 10 years from growth, from real goods, like creating road networks, bringing water to people's home, giving them toilets, giving them health care, giving them subsidized gas, which is an improvement in the real living standards of people, and that has already been measured by UNICEF as amounting just from Shauchalaya to 4,000 rupees per month per household. You know, as an Indian, I have no stake because I am abroad. But I see this and I am filled with hope that this will continue, because redistribution in this way is the only way it is possible and extremely, extremely desirable, because we have always been a country of the mass of poor. And I do sincerely believe that the current administration led by Narendra Modi is deeply committed to improving the welfare of the poor. All his actions indicate that the poor have a very high priority for him and his government. And this really has not happened. You know, I will tell you, in 1,000 years, right through the Islamic period, the British period, and the decades after independence, this has never happened. The progress is always going to be slow because we cannot have 15% growth suddenly. But if we achieve 8% growth, you will see a massive difference in 10 years in the welfare of the poor people. The 25 crores who have been lifted out of the poverty line level already in the last 6-7 years. Now, this is an achievement of which all Indians can be proud. We have to keep doing it even more sincerely and with greater determination. And I have confidence that this government will continue its efforts in this regard.